Hi, I'm Stephen De La Cruz. Inc. magazine calls me America's lazy millionaire, while Forbes magazine calls me the prosperity mentor. And I'm here to answer your questions today. Today's question comes from Ron from San Diego. And Ron asked the question, my life is in chaos. How can I take control of my life? Don't we all feel that sometimes? Listen, how you control your life is you gotta first sit down and say, okay, what's in chaos? What is causing me the most stress? What's causing me the most havoc and pain? And write it all down. See, a lot of times people don't write things down. They just think they gotta figure it out on their own in their head. In all honesty, the moment we start writing things down, it becomes less and less stressful because you see the bigger picture. So write down everything in your life that's going on and then tackle them one by one. If you have family issues, you have financial issues, you have business issues, you have relational marital issues, you have whatever issues you have, write them all down. When you write them all down, you're going to see the bigger picture. And then from there, you tackle them one thing at a time. And say, okay, what am I going to focus on when it comes to my relationships? What's the issue to tackle here when it comes to my business? What's the issue here to tackle with my finances? And the biggest thing is when you write it down, you gotta see it all on paper. I love whiteboards. Everywhere around my house is all whiteboards. Whiteboard it out. Jot it all down. Here's the big thing. The thing that people have the biggest stressor on is two things: money and time. Those two things, if you can manage those two things amazingly, your life will be amazing. Listen, how you do it is have a set budget. Put down every single thing you're spending and everything you're making, and then calculate everything. Now, if you're making less than you spend, then you got to adjust your budget, and you got to be really disciplined. Now, if your time is everywhere, you just jot down everything you're doing day in and day out, and say, where can I cut out things in my time, in my schedule? And from that point, you really have control over your life. Your life is in chaos because you have no plan. And here's the thing, I love a quote that says, if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So for you to have a life that's on purpose, that's amazing, make sure you're planning out your life on a regular basis. I check my finances, all my bank accounts, all my cash in my drawer, everything, 4 times a day. Because my mentor told me, you need to check it 4 times a day. The reason why is because you want to know exactly where your money's going and how much money you're making 4 times a day. So there's not a single question of what small charges are going on here because I tackle it right when it happens. So for you, maybe 4 times a day is way too much, but listen, at least look at your budget every single day, your bank account every single day, your calendar every single day. And that's what I love about our program here at Stijela, is that we have amazing accountability to help you succeed in every area of your life. So again, my name is Stephen De La Cruz, and that's your question of the day.